YouTube, what's going on today, everybody? Back here with another video. And I made a video yesterday saying that, hey, fall ain't until December 21st. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't end till December 21st. So we still have some ways to go for career mode. And today we get a round table. They probably wouldn't have dropped this round table until like Thursday, but they saw I made a video and they was like, push that shit up. Let's push that shit up. So I'm just kidding. But they in the round table, they pretty much said that early 2024 is when we can expect to make career mode. They said that they just have some more changes to make in regards to like the AI. So we have to wait even longer. Now, I appreciated having a time frame and then, them delaying it, right? At least I know we're in the know. And I feel like, for the past few months, from what I know, again, haven't been listening to the round tables, but from what I know, we haven't been in the know at all. So at least we know, right? So there's really no negatives with this. Also, they did make some changes, and I've already listened to this, but we'll definitely take a look at this as well. This ending, which is a little bit more promising because they're not just talking about it; they're actually showing these things, these changes. So let's lock in and watch it together. Can you guys hear the volume? No, you can't hear the volume.
First things you're going to see is an enhancement to the amount of blood on the face and chest. Essentially, more splatters and more drips of blood, as you'd expect to see when you're battering an open wound.
Yep.
We've also deepened the discoloration of the bruising, so you're going to be seeing more darker and more realistic purple.
They love showing guy to get beat up.
Color of the blood rushing to the surface of the damaged skin.
So more of a presentation.
Blood on the shorts, so it's not just for the body and gloves now. Punching an open wound will cause the splatters on the shorts. So no more pristine white shorts when you're dripping with blood.
Ooh.
We've increased the variety of the cut positions. So not always going to spawn in the exact same location.
Nice.
So cuts will still...
Yeah, that cut does look different.
But this means they can spawn in a few different locations in a given zone. These
nothing crazy.
Have a tinge of blood to it. Pretty self-explanatory, but you can expect to see some drops of blood mixed in with the beads of sweat. And we've also added a new zone for the cuts to appear. So damaging the center of your opponent's face can now result in a cut appearing on their nose as well.
Nice little visual things.
Let's talk about damage.
Gameplay.
First, a quick reminder about what we aim to accomplish in Undisputed. When it comes to both of these areas, we want the game to feel more consequential than it does today. This means a player should be able to capitalize on an opponent's mistakes.
Yes.
And that players will have meaningful choices that can impact the outcome of a fight. For example, you might choose a fighter like Joe Frazier or Rocky Marciano, who are known for their ability to take an opponent into deep water. In order for that to happen, stamina has to feel consequential, so you can use that as a valid strategy.
Yes.
The same thing is true for damage. We want fighters like Deontay Wilder to feel truly dangerous. This means you can't...
He felt good in the beta.
...from him and stay on your feet. We know that's possible right now, and we're going to address it. So, how will our .6 update get us closer to making Undisputed feel more consequential? We'll start with health and damage first. We've unified the head health and body health into 2 health bars. This should make health distribution...
Now, this one was tricky to me because, like...
How will our .6 update...
I thought that health and damage already had 2 separate bars. I thought there was already 2 bars.
...get us closer to making Undisputed feel more consequential. We'll start with health and damage first. We've unified the head health and body health into 2 health bars. This should make health distribution and entries into dazed feel more representative of what's happening in the fight overall. We've also added follow-through damage to punches, meaning that if you get hit into dazed with a really solid punch, some of that damage can actually follow through and your dazed health will already be partially depleted, meaning it will take less additional...
This as well, I already thought that was in the game, right? Somebody's in the middle of a combination, right? They throw an uppercut and they're bringing a hook after it. I thought that, if the uppercut got me to a dazed state, the hook would count, that damage would count towards my my like red bar to stay up. So I don't know. This was confusing to me because I thought both of these things were in there, the separate health bars and the follow up damage, but
damage to get that knockdown.
mm-hmm.
Follow through damage can also now result in a flash knockdown, which we've been able to reduce the feeling of randomness that currently exists when you see someone flashed and hit the canvas.
And then this, I don't understand how that eliminates the randomness because it's still, I don't know. It's confusing. Let me know if you understand.
I'll talk about a change in the .6 update and then one to look forward to a bit later on. In .6, you'll see that stamina recovery is now based on a fighter's activity in the previous round, allowing you to better manage their stamina.
I like this. I like this.
Throw a ton of punches, and you won't recover as much stamina in between rounds. Or maybe take a round off and throw less punches to give yourself more stamina at the end of a fight. It's not.
I like that. So let's say just round 2, I see a lot of openings, so I'm coming in throwing a lot of punches. Round 3, after when round 3 starts, I won't recover as much stamina. So at that point, it's gonna be up to me. Like, okay, let's take this round off, right? A real life type of boxing situation. So I like that. And also, if you do take that round 3 off, you're not as active. You would gain more stamina for round 4. So I like that. Again, real life boxing situation. So I like it.
Ready for .6, but in a future update, there will also be further adjustments to movement and loose movement when fighters are low on stamina. This is aimed at increasing the consequences of stamina mismanagement. Currently, if somebody's low on stamina, they can still fly around the ring like it's round 1.
Correct.
So there's a missing.
Even people that are known to have bricks in their feet can still fly around the ring regardless of their stamina, but they should have bricks in their feet.
Piece of the puzzle that will close the gap and make stamina feel more consequential. And of course, as we introduce these changes, we'll continue to evaluate how damage and stamina mechanics are impacting fights and make necessary balance tweaks over the course of time. Longer term, we'll also be taking a look at our roster to ensure fighter ratings make sense around these consequential areas and provide clear differences when selecting fighters.
Not just ratings, how they actually perform and feel in game. Canelo, brick feet.
Which leads us to the next topic, fighter differentiation. There are a lot of great licensed fighters in Undisputed, and it's important they feel unique. And for the upcoming career mode, the choices you make on what fighter attributes to focus on need to feel meaningful as well. Is that foundation around...
Hey, right here.
Around damage...
Right here. Damn, where'd he go?
Fighter attributes to...
Hold on.
It's important they feel unique. And for the upcoming...
Get over to him. That man right there, Terrence Crawford. I haven't liked him since the first time I used him. It's just not Terrence Crawford. It's not. It's Terrence Crawford is he? I think he's Kell Brook. I think that they're the same. They're the same fighter. I think him and Kell Brook are the damn same.
What fighter attributes to focus on?
That ain't Terrence Crawford
as well. Is that foundation around damage and stamina systems we just talked about that will help get us even more uniqueness out of the boxers in Undisputed. With that in mind, here's some things that we'll give attention to across the remainder of early access. There will be further... Here's some things that we'll give attention to across the remainder of
early access. So they have an end date in mind. Now, whether they hit that, it's, there's some determining factors, but they have an end game. So console people, let me not even go there. Let me move on.
There will be further stat balancing of our roster to make sure boxers are as true to form as possible with clear differentiation, so you know the right fighter to match up with the way you like to fight. We'll also be looking at our roster to make sure those fighter archetypes are set up on the appropriate boxers. And we'll continue to introduce new traits and to refine the ones already in Undisputed. This is great for personalizing both licensed fighters and custom characters, and will be especially important in shaping your career.
So once again, guys, thank you so much for your time.
All right, and that's the end of the video. I'm out, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to end the video. But pretty much with what they're saying at the end, even though we can see like some visual proof of some of those things, it's always good to just remain level-headed. We've been told that a lot of things were going to change, and some things have, but a lot of things haven't. So just stay level-headed. Don't get too excited about that. I'm ready to see what people are saying. Actually, no, I was looking at the comments. Yeah, people don't like the delay in the career mode. People don't like the delay for the career mode, but it is what it is. They'll never win, regardless. But I'm out. I'll see y'all in the next one. I was all over the